Hey folks, for the first time in MFF's history, a character is now available to unlock for free through Hero Pursuit. Now this is very bizarre, but it's also not uncommon for characters these days to be initially released as free characters through limited time game modes like Timeline Survival and Timeline Quest and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, you're going to want to do Hero Pursuit. You can farm 5 of the dice per day. If you click down in the bottom left corner, you click Get Dice. You can farm 5 per day by doing your dailies. You'll also get an additional 12 dice near the end of the event. It's a 7-day event, and so on the 7th day, you'll get an extra, or 6th or 7th day, you'll get an extra 12 dice just by doing these challenges over and over again. But yeah, you cannot do this event, and you will not be able to unlock the hood for free if you do not collect the dice from here and then use them. You don't have to use them right away. You can save them up and then use them all right at the end, but just make sure you do it all because there are a bunch of good rewards as well. I purchased the premium thing. It's like $10 US. I'm not saying you should purchase it, but if you want to unlock hood right away, like ASAP, then you should purchase it. It makes it way easier. But the premium rewards are not bad, as you can see there on the right track. And it also gives you, I think, 1,000 or 1,100 crystals. But the free rewards are also very good. And it's that lap 6 reward that we're looking for to unlock the hood right now. I always click 2x speed. You can also just click auto roll to it, for example. And we'll just go through and see how many dice from 25 it takes me to do 6 laps. Now, unfortunately, this is also RNG. It's RNG in the sense that there is a small chance I don't do a full 6 laps with 25 dice. It's very, very, very unlikely, but I guess there is a possibility if I roll low, if I never roll to hit the Stark Tower that I'm right next to right now, to chase down Black Cat, because that'll give me like almost a full lap's worth of spaces. But there you go. So it took me about 5 dice to do 1 lap. As it stands right now, I'm on lap 2, so the remaining 20 dice should get me to the end of lap 5, the beginning of lap 6, but it's good to show bad RNG. That gives me a refund. It's good to show bad RNG so that people know what to expect, but even never having, even when I didn't purchase the extra dice, I was never able to not complete this event. Like, you get so many dice over the course of the event, and your RNG will eventually normalize. Like, my RNG is actually pretty shit right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm getting a lot of really low rolls, and I'm also not getting a lot of the buildings. But yeah, your RNG will eventually normalize. Dodged it again. And you will, you'll finish the event. Like, I'm pretty sure they have to, like, guarantee it, because otherwise it would be kind of rigged. But there you go. I got my third lap done, but I only have 13 dice left. Oh, this is actually so annoying. I'm actually not, I'm pretty sure. Bro, I keep getting a 1 and landing in this stupid building. If I had just rolled a 6, it would be better. Give me a 4, please. A 5. Okay, maybe I have to start demanding. I need a 3 here right now. To save this run, I need a 3 right now. I need a 3 right now. Oh, Jesus. A 1. Okay, to save this run right now, I need a 2. A 3. This is insane. I put a curse on myself. I can't roll above a 4. And I physically put a curse on myself. I only have 9 dice left. Another 4. Okay, a 3 would have actually been better there. Is it physically impossible? I need a 3 here. A 4 again? What kind of curse am I on? I need a 3 badly. Come on. A 4 again. What? Bro, this is bullshit. There we go, a 6. Holy crap, dude. I have never seen like 5 4s in a row. Yeah, this is riveting. This is riveting gameplay here, guys. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 dice left, or 3 dice left. I'm pretty sure I should make it around the board if I don't roll a bunch of 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we should be good. I think it's impossible now. But that was pretty much as close as it gets. A 1 here would be juicy. A 6 is nice too. There we go. Jesus. But yeah, we have not caught Black Cat once, which is pretty nuts in 30 dice rolls. But that's okay. We'll catch up to her eventually. But there you go. So it cost me... Oh, we're still going? Okay. Still going here. Still going. All right. Okay, we're done. So that was 25 plus dice. Oh my god. And I only got 5 laps. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. This is insanity. Okay, I'm going to just buy dice. This is crazy. I'm going to buy 2 dice. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is really, 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 truly stupid. But the game is cucking me. 1? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to roll 6. I need to roll 6. I need to roll 6. 5. Oh my god. This is insanity. I've never seen the luck this bad. This is like sickening. All right, I'm gonna spend another 100 crystals. Again, do not do this, guys. This is such a stupid waste of crystals. 1. Okay, there. Okay. Holy crap, dude. There we go. If I had hit that at any time, and I got 4.5 million gold, that's actually a really good roll, because it gave me back a dice. But bro, I spent 200 crystals. New title: Guy spends 200 crystals unlocking free character. What a moron. Only I can find a way to pay for a free character. But just keep in mind that Hood is not going to be free forever, guys. Once this event is over, I believe that Hood will only be available through subscriptions. But if you do want to get him through subscriptions, and you don't want to do the event for whatever reason, if you just hate the event or whatever, you can always get him through the daily perks, the 30 biometrics daily. Oh, there he is. You'll see him at the top there. And you can choose him once to unlock him. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and claim him now. We hit acquire all. Boom, we're done. We have the bios. We should have the bios anyways. Yeah, we have the bios there. It's going to tell us, hey, you want to recruit this cat? We'll be like, yeah, sure. Then from here, you're going to want to use rank up tickets because, as we mentioned with the subscription, the Hood is a premium character. And so you're not going to be able to farm his bios, right? You can see here it says just through the biometrics daily. So yeah, you absolutely need to use tickets. And yeah, you just got to go through the menus properly, not like I was. And you'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and 6-star him. And I actually think that I'm going to use one of these. I think that Hood could be a pretty decent build, like character to build for newer accounts, because from what he looks proc friendly, and he has a self-buffing leadership. So that's a pretty decent, and he also has, you know, a lot of energy attack here. So particularly for newer accounts, it's not a bad idea. All right, there we go. World boss done, and we did not get his potential. Now, I believe it would only take 2 days max because you get 50% per day. But again, just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the ticket. But normally you wouldn't use the ticket here. You would just run him through one more time. Keep in mind, if you have multiple of these, do not use the superior ticket because these ones can be used on native tier 1, native tier 2, or native tier 3s, which are really, really valuable. Make sure you use the regular one. I believe you can also farm a couple of these from emblem collections. So if you have a character that you're really hoping to, you know, get up to 70 quickly to tier 3 or transcend, then do that. You always want to build them up to at least level 60 so that you can take care of these, get these crystals. 70 is even better because you get the additional crystal pop there. And I believe now, if I get his gears to 25, which should just take a minute, I will be able to use that tier 3, that regular tier 3 ticket to save myself the books. But really, I'm just doing it to give myself 1 extra inventory slot. There we go, got his gears maxed out. Now, I believe we can go ahead and use this. Oh, man, it doesn't save me an inventory slot. Oh, man, because I have to. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to use it anyways. Saves me the gold, whatever. It's fine. You don't need to do this for premium characters. If you have the ticket, you can use it. That's fine. But I would just use it on a character for which you have multiple upgrades that you want to make in the same typing, like multiple blast types, multiple speed types, multiple universals, specifically for the books, so that you don't get caught kind of naked on the books there. As far as the skills go, you want to level up. You don't want to just click wildly like me. You definitely want to level up 5 for the frenzy buff, 4 for the heal and the proc. And the 3rd skill for that other buff, I believe 2 and 1 you can leave completely, you know, fine, and save yourself 1 million gold. For the type enhancement, I'm just going to use a ticket to get him up to 5. But obviously do something that you're comfortable with. He doesn't really have a lot of type advantage stuff that he can do because none of the legends are combats up until you get to Legend Plus. And then, of course, that requires Tier 4. For the ISO 8 set, I believe I have a selector. Yeah, and so I would just go with something like Power of Angry Hulk or Overdrive. But Hawk's Eye can work as well, depending on the cooldown of your card set. All right, so the final build loadout is going to look like this. We're rank 132. We've just got some Uru for boosting his energy attack and just to, you know, almost cap his stats. I know I'm a little bit off the cap for ignore defense and cooldown, but it's fine. We're pretty much the way there. And then we've got the Overdrive that we rolled, and then we're rocking a 200 proc Obelisk. The flame damage doesn't do anything. It doesn't deal any elemental damage. The immunity to charm is also just whatever. But now let's go check out what kind of damage he can output in PvE. So let's go ahead and compare to Ironheart at 70 with a similar build. I guess she had a 160 proc. He has a 200 proc. But let's go ahead and see here. We're going to just delay 5 a little bit and then pop off with 4. And we get that about that much damage. Not too bad. Not too hot there. And then we can... Okay, we do miss the proc. But he still does a lot of damage when we cancel out of his tier 3. So in order to do that, you do need to factor in 1 and 2. So it is a bit more hectic. Oh, we didn't miss our proc there. But yeah, you do factor in 1 and 2 at the beginning, and then we messed that one up big time. Okay, yeah, you do what I'm doing, but not exactly what I'm doing, and then you should be fine. Is he not going to come to the middle? Come to the middle. What are you up to? Come to the middle. What are you doing, Kang? Anyways, damage is pretty good, I'd say. Pretty short cooldown on his skills as well. We did miss our proc there again, so I wouldn't give him... I'd give him like a 6 out of 10 for proc friendliness. It's really the delay on 5 that I'm not personally comfortable with yet, and so that's why I'm missing. But he does do a lot of damage with that 5th skill, so and with the tier 3 up. So that's quite nice. You can obviously play him in a more relaxed playstyle. You can forget 1 and 2, and then you can have the tier 3 up at the beginning of every 3rd rotation. So in this case, it would be like this. But this is also pretty difficult to land the proc on, and I missed. So may not be the best suggestion. But there you go. That was a successful proc. The only thing is that his 5th skill clearly takes a lot longer to come off cooldown, but he's got a very nice amount of burst damage. He actually does have a nice amount of burst damage, and with 105 hits on his base rotation, since he doesn't have access to chain hit damage natively, I would say that... okay. So his tier 3 skill has a very large range that it can target from, but his other skills don't. So you got to be really careful if you're starting with his tier 3 skill, as you saw me do there. You have to be right up against the boss, otherwise you're not going to be able to cancel. We missed another rotation there. But yeah, no, I do think an energy would be a decent option for him. I definitely think that was not the play, although I didn't miss my proc. I forgot to press 3. That was not the rotation. I do think a CTP of energy would be a good option for Hood. I wouldn't go for like a Mighty Destruction personally. But yeah, I think a Mighty Energy could be quite nice. Other than that, you could obviously go with something like a Rage. Sure, always an option. But yeah, there. I don't know why my tier 3 didn't activate. I don't know, some weird stuff with my phone and like not activating the touch. But there you go. That was a 3-minute. That was a pretty sloppy 3-minute clear, I would say. Which I think is really good. Like, I genuinely think he could be quite nice for newer players to build up. Similar to another new character that we had recently that I thought was quite strong for brand new accounts, just based on the base stats, based on, I don't know if it was Sunspot or if it was maybe I was saying it about Ghost. I can't actually remember. That's not a new character. That's a new uniform. But no, I do feel like Hood is decent. And again, because of the self-buffing lead, you do have a bit of value there long term. I know we still need more free-to-play villain buff characters, because, you know, people are still using Mysterio. They're still using other characters that are quite expensive. But that being said, yeah, he doesn't have too much other crossover value. I wish they had given him Fracture, because then he would be an alternative to the Magneto swap play cancel for ABL. That would have been nice, but they didn't go ahead and do that. So his value is very limited. Yeah, and I wouldn't necessarily, like, I wouldn't recommend building him up for every player. It's certainly not a must build. But I think he's a pretty decent character. He's fun to play. He's decently proc friendly. You just have to get used to it. And he looks pretty cool. He does have a pretty unique skill set with the guns and the chaos kind of magic. It sort of feels kind of like Scarlet Witch if Scarlet Witch had guns, which I think is still pretty unique to MFF, which is hard to say after 10 years and 277 characters. But yeah, that's my build. That's my take, and those are that's my advice for the Hood. You know, and yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. Thanks so much for watching the video. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.